Alright, so I'm Let's Playing Dominions mostly for a friend of mine, but I might post it online. This is advertised as a noob game, and this is my first public game of Dominions. I played several Blitz games with my friends, but who knows how well that'll translate. Hopefully it ends up competitive. So with that said, turn one, let's go. I'm playing Rus, so here we go. Hopefully the start looks nice. Alright, what do we got here? Cave? Just checking the connections here. I think the road's marked in green. It's a road from nowhere to nowhere. Love it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I'm planning on profiting a Son of Heaven. And actually, since this guy's not going to roll out with the first group, I'm going to go ahead and throw 3 of these guys in. Yeah. Just checking the resources. I wanted to use all of them. So, I'm going to go ahead and wait on that dude. And try to figure out if there's anything that I can do with the scout in an informed manner. Well, since I want forest provinces, given that I'm playing Rus, I think I'm going to go ahead and send him there. And obviously it doesn't matter since I'm not researching anything this turn, but I'm going to look at my research. Okay, con, no trains. Okay. I think I'm going to want evocation in the expansion. I do want to have alteration up before I actually go to war. Otherwise, I think, actually... Oh, they didn't start me in a forest. My cap is not a forest. That sucks. Yeah, okay. So one quirk of Rus is that a lot of their units are forest-only recruitment, and so I can't actually make bear warriors or thunder priests here. Which is unfortunate because I wanted to make bear warriors this turn. So I think I will go with the most resource-efficient troop I can get, which is probably the Russian Hunter. Maybe the Chet Hunter. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I want to consume all the gold that I can right now. Oh, yeah, so the goddess is dormant. I named her Ichiko Sakura because I'm going to be Firebird spamming, but don't expect anything additional related to Binda Gamaga if you're hoping for that. So that's it. I think we're good for turn 1. Yep, I don't see anything else. So, I could actually... But I'm not going to. Alright. I think we'll go with that. Okay. Day 2, turn 2. Here we go. So I realized there was a lot more to talk about on turn number 1, but I'll just cover it now. It doesn't really matter because it wouldn't influence anything that I did. But, alright, dinosaur enthusiast. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Profit 1, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Oh, someone didn't rename. Yeah, yeah, that's what people do. Alright, so, what do we got here? We got cavemen. Now, as I said last time, I want to press up to this province up here, 129. It's got death. It's got death already, I don't like that. Alright, so, the thing I was thinking about doing that I perhaps should have done last time, looking at these provinces. There's a lot of farms around here, there's a throne right there. There's a throne right here. How big is this map? Is this the same lake? Yes. So it's not that big. Which means, there's 2 water nations in this game. They both have to be in here. It's, not terribly big. There's not a lot of room. Alright, so, the thing I was thinking about doing, nation overview. No, not that. This. Oh, actually, I'm curious. Nope. Alrighty. So. Red. This is what I was thinking of doing. So basically, each of these gods gets a bunch of epithets, and I was thinking of doing an epithet analysis because the number of little titles they get is based on their dominion, and the actual titles they get is based on various characteristics about their god, so you can actually learn a little bit about them. So actually, let's start with me. Actually, so first of all, let's open up the thingy-majingy tool. It'll actually help me do this. So I can't do it without it. I could make some guests, alright, so now I obviously know my own pretender. But I'm curious what this says about her. Consuming fire, midwife. I'm guessing this is a nature thing. It is. Okay. Carpenter of the insides. What on earth is that? And burning soul. Okay. So what you could deduce from this is that she's female, but you already knew that based on goddess. Actually, I don't think it says that anywhere. From here, no. Technically, I could have named a man Ichiko Sakura. Alright, but you do know that she's female based on midwife, and then you know that she has 6 nature and 4 fire. That's what this says about her, these titles. Actually, you can make an inference about her Dom score as well. In any case, she's a Deeves of the Sun with Dominion 8 and Fire Shield and regeneration. So that's 6 fire, 7 nature. This doesn't actually tell all that, but you might be able to make a guess. So that's what that says about me, and I'm gonna go down the line and look at what these have. The Most High. So this is Sarmatia. Most high. That's just Dom 6 or greater. Vessel. Might. And that's again Dom 6. While lacking certain epithets. Okay, goddess of writing and speech. Writing and speech. That's order 1 or greater and production neutral or greater. Interesting. Okay, so that actually doesn't say much. Pretty much doesn't say anything about her scales. Or anything about her paths. And just a little bit about her scales in Dominion. So, I don't know. Maybe noblesse. I don't know. Alright. So down the list here, red. Astral fires. Pretty sure that's... Yeah, that's at least 4 astral and at least 4 fire. Indeed. That's what I figured. God of Order, I'm guessing that's order scales. Yeah, at least 5 Dominion. Oh, and exactly 3 order. Okay, so maxed order. Tower of Strength. Tower of Strength. That's at least 4 blood. Okay. And Seducer of Life. I'm pretty sure that's another blood one. Again, for at least 4 blood. Okay, so that is a blood astral fire pretender with at least good order scales. So, well, that could be Fire Shield. That could be, I don't know, something boring like Fire Shield, Magic Weapons, Blood Rush, or whatever it's called. Or it could be something a little memeier like Awe. Yep. It could be, you know, we know that they have the +2+ points, so. Alright, let's go down the line here. What do we got? Queen of the Forest. Queen of the Forest. Of the Forest. Okay, so that's at least nature 4 and growth neutral. Alright, not a huge surprise. Patron of Huntsmen. It's at least nature 3, so it's no additional information. And the Beast. Oh. That just means she's from Pangaea. Okay, so it's Pangaea with at least 4 nature, which isn't super informative. Alright, next up. Okay, God of Mountains. I think that's a Earth. Yeah, at least 4 Earth. Keeper of the Gardens of Delight. At least 4 nature and at least 2 growth. Alright. That could just be an Awake Expander. That's sort of what I'm guessing here. You just hear some nature and it's like... Alright, and it's of course me. Master of Dirt. Emperor of Magma. Okay, at least 4 nature. least 4 fire and 4 nature. Or, sorry, not nature, earth. So all it says is fire and earth, basically. That's what we get out of this. I have no idea. Yomi's basically super combatant nation, so I'm thinking, I don't know, Awe, Reinvig, or Awe, Fire Shock. These guys get anything like that by yeah, might be worth Fire Shock. Or if they just want to be a complete asshole, you know, the higher level Earth ones. Alrighty. Guardian of the Law. Guessing that's an order. Yep, at least order 2. Protector of Oaths. That sounds like another order. Yeah. Order 3. Okay. Order of Patience. At least order 1 and at least neutral production. So Atlantis has at least decent scales, basically, is all this tells me. And we got Mort here. King of the Dying Forests. Okay, author, finisher, faith. This guy has a good dominion. Okay, at least 8 dominion is what this means. King of the Dying Forests. I'm guessing this is death in nature? Yeah, it is. 4 nature and at least 2 death. Alrighty. Patron of Artisans. Is that production, maybe? No. It's at least 2 earth and at least 1 magic. Interesting. That's not what I would have guessed. It's about the first time I've been surprised by what these mean. Although this one was kind of out of left field. I had no idea what that was. Alright, Master of the Foothills. I'm guessing more earth. Yeah, at least earth too. Okay, so that's the list here. Death scale increases the number of ghosts summoned. Okay. So, insofar as these go, the roster here, I am pretty well set up because of my bless, which is Fire Shield and Regen. I'm pretty well set up to fight Pangea. I think I just sort of naturally have a good matchup into Niflheim. Yeah. I'd be excited to fight them. Otherwise, aside from that, I'm just kind of hoping to not be screwed. The idea behind this was just, I wanted to do the meme of stacking Firebirds, and I wanted to do some cute anime girl, so I picked one that was applicable to stacking Firebirds, Ichiko Sakura, you know, a natural luck or something. So, in terms of what I actually picked on her, basically, I just wanted something that wouldn't get me screwed over, something that was cost-effective with decent scales. So my scales are pretty good, fairly greedy, really greedy here, and yeah. I considered doing a rainbow, which would make it easier to transition to Roos's weird summons in the late game, but hopefully I can just luck my way into it, or steal my way into it potentially. Although this isn't guaranteed either. There are a few mods enabled. I would prefer to play an unmodded game, really, but this is what I found being hosted. So there's a few mods, and one of them being Worthy Heroes, another one being Lucid's Gem Gen, and basically, hopefully the worthy heroes can help me break into some of those paths. I get quite a bit of path diversity off of that. So, as Roos. Aside from that, hopefully I can just luck into it, which would be great. The Deeps of the Sun will help me do that, and yeah. Technically I can get to just about everything eventually, but it does require the Meshi. Either that or the, what is it, the Troll. The Troll Shaman? Where is he? Yeah, anyway, there's some troll summon that, yeah, it can potentially get me to the Lamia Queen and other things like... Somewhere there's some death mage somewhere. Anyway. So, nature has ways of breaking you into other paths, at least. And I naturally have good fire and air, so... Yeah, so I'm pretty much just gonna have to wing it, and thankfully I'm used to playing blitz games, but this one I'll actually be able to think about ways to actually break into things. So let's see what we got here. These guys are undisciplined, right? Yep, okay. Alrighty. I guess I need to rename this guy. I might need to pause and figure that one out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Have a little ponder, or else everyone's gonna make fun of me for having a shameful unnamed prophet. But we can continue with that in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and set... Hold on, I'm just gonna attack. Actually, no, just attack. There's no reason to wait. Alright, I kind of want to head in this direction, but that's kind of scary. Woodsman blowpipes. Frankly, of these provinces that I can see right now, I might want to head in the other direction, which is unfortunate. Because, where does my... I can't see what's in here? Shouldn't I be able to see that? Huh. Yeah, alright, slight break here. Alright, back at it. Let's see what we got here. Isn't there how does one do this? There it is. I was gonna save Weeb. Damn it. There. That'll have to do. Alright, so the question now is, which of these do we want to grab? And I think the answer... This one is definitely better in terms of its income and whatnot. Why do how I get the population from the Dominion one, but not... Wonderful. Alright, so... Eventually I want to start punching these guys out, because my bless is pretty strong. We do want to do that. But they're not actually particularly cost-effective until the goddess comes online. Huh. Archer boys actually seems to just kind of be better. If you value the javelin particularly much, which I think they're pretty good. 13 range on this guy. Basically average stats. Alright. I think these guys are fairly good. 10 gold. Resources. Alright, we'll go with that for next turn. So, basically, the big question is which province to attack. I actually don't know what cavemen are stats-wise. I know they have, like, huge strength. But I'm not sure aside from that, so I'm actually going to go ahead and look them up here. Alright, so average attack and defense pretty much. 23 HP, 17 strength. Okay, so these guys are... Their morale is good. That's kind of what I was wondering about. You get 13 morale. As opposed to, like, for instance, the Barbarians 9. With garbage. Stats. This is probably the toughest of the provinces around here. I'm thinking the Atavi is the best one to go for off the bat. But that also kind of sucks because I don't particularly want to expand in that direction. Actually. 45. Yeah, I'm just thinking I could potentially pick up a... yeah, I want to start getting research and stuff ASAP. And start fishing for a potential Firebird caster. Which... I think pretty much any of my... yeah. Any of those three, these three right here, can be Firebird casters. I'm not sure, I don't think the Thunder Priest can, but we'll find out when we can actually make one. You can only make them in forests, so I'm just kind of hosed on that for now. I am quite miffed that my capital ended up being not a forest. That is very unfortunate. That's a cave, huh? Doesn't look like much a cave to me. It looks like more like a mountain. This is only a mountain. That's a cave. What on earth are these caves? This is a cave and mountain. I don't know. They look pretty similar to me. And I got a waste mountain next to me. Not too many wastes around here. That waste mountain's kind of nice. I like my starting spot for the most part, but I think I just gotta kind of pull the trigger here, and I'm thinking the Atavi one is the best. This is my first estimate on their respective numbers. 50 woodsmen and woodsman blowpipes. I'm concerned about this one because woodsmen and woodsman blowpipes often have... I would just go for this one, except for the fact that woodsmen and woodsman blowpipes often have bloodhenge druids with them, and those guys can be nasty starting off. This might actually be the easiest. Yeah, it's half the numbers. Alright, what do we got here? These guys are all javelins and bows. I think when we set these guys to hold an attack and keep them slightly back, and just kind of hope that we chew apart I've actually changed my mind now. We're gonna go north, and hopefully we will chew them apart with these bows first, and get them to rout, because they are also in our dominion, so they'll rout pretty quick. But if this fails, that's a disaster. So hopefully it goes well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Anything else I wanna do here? Yep. There, I'm gonna save that one. I don't know why. I think this is pretty much what we can do in our first turn. Our first real turn. First turn where we have any information to go on. I guess technically we could look at the thrones here. Misfortune, that sucks. It's pretty good Dominion and Astral though. Alright, Iron Throne. Alright. This is what I'm talking about. So, it's tough for me to break into Earth, but I'm really interested in breaking into Earth. And there's one throne out there. I thought these guys... Oh, they all share Astral. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, so... I don't care too much about the Golden Throne. That's whatever. Although I still like the Astral. That is nice. And it could potentially get me the Astral Earth there. If I just recruit enough of them. But this is a huge deal for me. I really want the Iron Throne. Of course, who knows where it is. Let's see, the closest thrones to me, I've pretty much got 4 that are roughly equidistant here. I think this one is technically a little farther. Oh no, I can still get to it in 3. Yep, I think these are all 3 away from me. Yep. Wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alrighty. How many thrones are there? 9 of them with, I thought, yeah, there it is, okay. Dominion gets Sloth +2. Which wouldn't mean anything to me, because I already got max Sloth, so that would be amazing. Bureaucracy, that's the big Dominion one, which would be amazing. I would love this. First stage. Magic, this does nothing to me. I already have maxed magic, so... I mean, this is still nice, and this is still nice. But not as nice as the others. Death would suck. I really... Yeah, I mean, it could be worse, but... Fortune. I only care about this if I also get this. Because then it would balance it out. Because I already have max fortune. So Throne of Earth. Gnome. Oh, lucky. We're getting lucky before the game even begins. Okay, so there are actually 2 thrones that could potentially break me into Earth. That's lovely. I will do my best to figure out which one is which ASAP. I think... Is scrying in here? I don't know where scrying is. Yeah, so I know there's it's just straight up called scry. Might be a water spell. Scrying pool, there it is. Unfortunately, I don't actually have. So basically, I'm kind of hosed in terms of figuring out what these are, because the thing is, I'd like to beeline for one of these if it was actually one of the Earth Thrones. Especially if it was, the iron one. But I have no way of knowing which one it is. So, that sucks. I don't think I have an easy way of figuring it out, unfortunately. Now, what I can do, of course, is if someone claims one of them, I just keep an eye on all of them. And if they claim it, then I know what it is. So that would be good. I didn't realize I canceled that production there. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and... Nah, I don't need the scouts yet. Probably. Yeah, we might just go for a Jet Berserker. Cool boys. And they also are disciplined, interestingly. Yeah. Alright, I think we'll go with that. And now I'm considering whether there's anything else to think about this turn. I think we're good to go. What? Sweaty horse. And sweaty horseman? Ah! These are trinities. That's gotta be what it is. Okay. Barn-smelling women is one of the trinities. A 10-kilometer run is not a shower is the second one. And then Sweaty Horseman is the third. And that actually... Dino stole my money, Dino stole my heart, Dino stole my baby. Okay, gotcha. Actually, that is, that is a lot more info. See, now, I want to look up what trinities these respective nations actually get access to. So what do we have here? I think the easiest way for me to figure that out is go into the Pretender calculator and open that up, and I think they're all either Titans or monsters. Well, technically there's the gray ones. Alright, we'll only filter out the immobiles. Alright, so we'll go for, let's see, Saramatia first. Saramatia. I can always pronounce it Saramatia until I heard someone else pronounce it Saramatia. Now I don't know. I think it's Saramatia, to be honest. Alright, so what? Titan of the Underworld. No, that's the invisible guy. Titan of Crossroads. Is that a trinity? Yes. Okay. And in fact, I think that is the only trinity that they get access to. Yeah, I think we know for a fact that they are a Titan of Crossroads. I'm just going down the list here, making sure they are the only trinity, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We know what one of them is. So, Titan of Crossroads. And we go down the list for Pangea. Did they get the hooded dude? think they do. I think that's Celtic only. Alright, I'm going down the list. It'd be interesting if they were also a Titan of the Crossroads. That would be weird. Totally possible, though. I think so. Huh. Interesting. Goddess of Writing and Speech. What was that again? Yeah, I can look it up later. But yeah, I think we may very well have two Titans of the Crossroads, which would be funny. Those are the two trinities. All right, I think that's all there is to look up. I think we're good to go. All right, yep. Actually, we can look at this. Dagon. What does Mr. Dagon do? Does he do anything interesting? Actually, we'll go ahead and look that up before we sign off. Alright, Mr. Dagon. Is he just one astral? I mean, that's kind of whatever. What's his bid cost? May as well look it up. 40 pounds of gold. I could get some research in. It only cost me. Yeah, why not? That'd be funny. Let's throw in. I can't recruit that Shed Berserker, but I mean, you know. Wait, how many men did he command? He was by himself, right? Yeah, it's just him. Alright, that'd be kind of funny. Just get some extra research in early. Yeah, you can grab me a vacation one. Or two. Alright, I think that's what we'll do. Is there anything else? I'm gonna open this up. Map filters. Yeah, there's all the production, all the hammers. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to do. I think we're gonna hit this. And oh, look at positions. Yeah, okay, I'm alright with that, I think. Alright, well, hopefully we don't get wrecked. Alright, hitting the turn. Away we go. And I guess that's it. Okay, here we go. Man, recording this has made me all the more nervous about this. Alright, here we go. Good God. Please don't be shitloads of barbarians. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, man. I am not optimistic. These guys are charging to their deaths because they're undisciplined, and that is not ideal. My expectations are low, I'm afraid. Oh, that was a good start. Oh, kill the leader. Snipe the leader. Snipe the leader. Please, God. Snipe the leader. Snipe him. Snipe him. Snipe the leader. Come on. Oh, that's not looking good. It's looking highly suboptimal. Oh, here's our chance. There's one of them. Oh shit, that's another leader. Why are there three? Oh boy. Yep, This is a disaster. All right, well, at least, at least, it's something to say. I didn't take the easy route, I guess. I knew this was risky, but I just didn't expect there to be so many. This is... Let's see what the count is, because they told me 30. That was the preview. 48? 48! This is like the beefiest barbarian province I've ever seen. When I saw that, when I saw him on the battlefield, I knew there was a shitload, but... Oh boy. Oh, that's a disaster. Alright. So, not ideal. We're now fighting from the back foot here. 48. Okay, let's, and they lost, they only lost 11? It looked so good in the start. Oh, God. Now this preview this was 70, I remember. This was 50. You know what I should have done? I should have picked one of them to ping early on. That would have been smart. I didn't think to do that. I should have just immediately pinged one. Alright, Warshin. Alright, well. It's not a great start. It's a really bad start. But on the plus side, absolutely nothing. Ooh. Someone grabbed that guy. I was curious about that. Yep. Okay, well. I wonder how much they bid for him. I just put in everything I had left. Let's see, 60 men. That is a... Are these militia? Let's, I'm gonna look these boys up and see, because 60 men is a lot and 140 is not a lot. So I'm thinking these guys have got to be like militia or something. If they're militia, I don't care for it. But all right, what is this guy's name? Baroque City Guard. All right, Baroque City Guard. Yep, sure enough, they are militia. All right, I don't care for that. Alrighty, Chud Warrior. Yeah, getting. Okay, so what do we got to work with here? Not a lot of dudes. And my bless is basically non-existent until such time as the goddess wakes up. So that's not ideal. Alright, we are definitely on the back foot now. Looks like I should have gone for the Atavis. Considering we've seen 30 and 70, I think we can assume that there's about 50 of them. I'm pretty disappointed that they lied to me about the number of barbarians. 30 is not at all like 48. That is a very different amount. Not at all what I was expecting and hoping for. Alright, so something I often do, I'm considering doing, is like bringing back my scout for a additional archer in these battles. It would not have swung the tide of this barbarian one. However, pinging that barbarian province, just blind pinging him turn one, probably would have been a good idea. I wish I had done that now, because I would not have walked into 48 barbarians. I was like, 30? Yeah, I could take 30. I don't think my scripting was particularly good. All my guys arrived at different times, so it's pretty bad. Part of the problem is that I had 2 undisciplined that were always going to arrive at different times. And I couldn't split them up anymore, because that commander's not very good. But, oh, right, that was already his turn. He's already the prophet. Okay, excellent. So hypothetically, he could go in now, but he would just die. And actually, I realized that I don't remember the number for the undead province up here. First, just looking at the respective resources here. There are, sure enough, some resources in that province. This one is a death scale. That's interesting. Alrighty, well, fuck. It's about as bad as it could be, that result. These boys, they are likely not cost efficient. Man, I wish I had bear warriors. I'll tell you what, man, I would love to be building bear warriors right about now. But no, I have nothing of the sort. This might be the best combo. These guys are disciplined at least. It's always nice to have troops that don't that can be commanded, you know. I do like the javelins though against barbarians. Against most of these indies, that's going to be pretty good. Actually, what's the precision on that boy? He's got let's see, 11. So it's not spectacular, but it's okay for hitting a mass of 50 guys. It'll probably do. Boozian warrior. It's a lot of resources. 12 resources for this guy. It's very resource heavy. For a relatively standard troop, 10 gold. Okay. It's not bad, actually. These are all pretty good troops, for the most part. Yeah, they're the same. Alrighty. Oh, actually, yeah, I was thinking these guys are berserk, but they're actually not, so repel would actually be valuable against them. Oh, with the exception of the leaders, who unfortunately didn't kill themselves. Tragic that they didn't do that. Wondering if Preach is the best answer here. Probably it's a cave province. Do cavemen have, they probably have low light vision, yeah? Let's find out. I'm looking it up. Caveman. Undisciplined, wasteland, mountain survival. Oh, yeah, there it is. Dark vision 50. Okay. So they will be buffed in this cave. Or at least not as nerfed as I will be. Cavemen. Alrighty. I think this is basically what we go with this turn. That is a really catastrophic start. I knew it was risky. And I went with it anyways. I wish I could get my Dominion over here, which begs the question of, okay, what is his research value? His research value is 16, which obviously isn't going to get me anything anytime soon. And I desperately need troops now. So, yeah, I'm down to 7 men, which is pathetic. Not exactly certain how to go about scripting these guys. I don't know the ranges so well. All my men are just sitting in the middle, which, you know, is, maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know. Alright, well, these guys are pretty good, but these guys are much better. It basically won't get one-tapped by anything, which is pretty nice. It's good for reducing attrition. They, of course, start off with their 19 hit points, and then they turn into a bear that has 40-ish. So you know that unless they get smacked for more than 60, 70 damage, there's like basically nothing that does that much. They'll never get killed in one hit. And for human troops, it'll always take several, which is pretty nice. I don't know, the more I look at them, the more I like them, actually. You will need numbers to fill out their ranks so they don't get swarmed, but, like... because... against, like, 50 barbarians, you know, if there were, like, 10 of these guys, they would still lose because they'd just get swarmed, and there's penalties against taking multiple attacks in one turn. Which would be a problem, but... so how many remain? 37 remain. And we killed 2 of the leaders. So if we were lucky enough to snipe that barbarian lord, then they would all rout, which would give us the win. There were 3, man. There were 3. We even did get them. I was looking at the front and I was like, we're gonna win because we're gonna kill the leadership. But no, it's the strongest barbarian province I've ever seen. Oh, that's so tragic. A lord! These guys are rare. You don't see these guys very often, the barbarian lords. Oh, boy. He got a kill, too. That's cool. 3 chiefs! I was wondering about that. I saw the 2 at the end. Okay. So there were actually 3 chiefs. We weren't down to 1 leader. Holy crap. Alright, so that's incredibly tragic. Oh boy. Yeah, so this is our proclamation. Already uncomfortably weeb. Son of heaven. Very good. I wonder if he's got a different model for the prophet. Some of them change slightly when they become prophets, which is always neat. There's no summon animals. I get some some animals. See, again, different animals answer the call in different terrains. Again, I'm annoyed that I didn't start in a forest. I think you get better. I'm curious even what that is. I want to look this up. Summon. I mean, there's actually a chance that this is not a bad idea. Just to help me get myself off the ground here. Yep. I have no idea. Actually, wait. Can I even cast it? Oh, it's 10. Alright, I'll look it up. I'll look it up when I'm not recording and report back with what kind of animals I might get. And it won't matter for 2 turns regardless, unless I get an event next turn, which gives me nature gems, which is always possible. Some catastrophic event. What I'm most interested in right now. What on earth? You can get what? You can almost get over there. What? You can get all the way to here. Oh, I guess not. I mean, you can get all the way to here. I'm surprised. Like, why can't you go up that river, you know? This is... Oh, you can get... What? You can also get here? Well, no, I'm silly, because... you'd have to be able to get on the land. It's in a swamp. Okay. I assume... yeah, I mean, it looks like you can just go through the river. This map feels really small to me. Like I'm thinking to myself that, oh yeah, this is probably my territory, but that might actually be a lot. Especially considering I'm so set back so far. Losing my starting army, considering that I have these luck scales, unless I had gotten tremendously lucky and just had like 2,000 gold dumped on me already. It's particularly bad that I lost my starting army here because it's uncertain how long because of these scales, it's going to take me longer to replace them, which is something of a disaster here, especially since I'm not in a forest and I can't get my most cost-efficient troops yet. Yeah, so roughly 50 monkeys. We're pretty sure that's around 50 monkeys. I should look up how many Ghanas that was last turn. In fact, I'm gonna pause and do that. I won't make you suffer with that. Okay, I had a look at my recording. It was tough to find because I didn't click on them too many times, but it did say 80. 80 Pishas and Ghanas, which means it's probably around 50 ballpark. Same as the Atavis. I think that would tend to mean that the Atavis will be the easy route here. Actually, how bad are cavemen? I'm assuming they're pretty bad. I'm assuming they'll just smash anything they touch. But you never know. Yeah, okay, so average attack and defense. And that's weird. The caveman champion has worse. It's because he has fur armor. Those furs give him -1 defense. Hilarious. Alright, well, whatever. So yeah, cavemen have pretty average stats. In terms of attack defense, they get good strength and HP. They'll probably take 1 hit and live from a human-sized, from a human troop. Of course, the bear warriors might knock him out in 1, and these guys might knock him out in 1. And these guys almost certainly would knock him out in 1. Be very unlikely to live from a hit from a skin shifter. But I can't get too many yet, so I think it's an absolute disaster to not have left my cap yet. But I think I'm only going to make it worse by pushing my luck with 7 men plus my prophet, which would be even worse if he died. So I think the only question is preach or research. And I think I'm going to go with preach, just to get the dom spread out there. It does do quite a bit for me, in the sense of I want recon on these provinces. I can't see what this is like yet. I want to know. This is great, there's a lot of resources, so I'm happy about that. Alright, I think that's pretty much all there is to do this turn, unless I was going to go for some mercenaries, which I'm not. Yeah, this is funny. Here I am recruiting the most of these guys when it makes the least sense. It's a poor use of resources. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna leave me with a lot if I go for like a Rusian warrior. I could go for a Chud warrior, I guess. No, I think my initial pretty good idea. Chet Berserker. Alright. I don't see anything else to do this turn. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, go in, fire a few times and then retreat. That'd be pretty funny. Question is, are things dire enough that I actually want to call back my scout and use him as it? I think that's the only decision to make. Are things that bad that I want to call back my scout and use him as an actual archer? That would be incredibly pathetic, but we're in a pretty bad spot. Not only did I smash my face against these barbarians and lose, but the damage wasn't even that. The damage is sufficiently little that I'm still dealing with more than I thought I was last turn. So I'm in a worse spot, and I was worried about going for those barbarians, and now that I know what it is, it's worse than what I thought it was, even after killing a bunch of them. So that's terrible. But I think we can assume this is about 50 Atavi, considering the multiple reports we've gotten. So, and this has said 50 both times, so I haven't gotten the over-under on it. For all I know, it'll be like 20 when I actually go in there. Okay, well, again, I don't think there's a lot to do. It's just a disaster. It's just a disaster. It's already gotten so bad. Oh boy. Yeah, I suppose I could do some alchemy and grab animals this turn. That'd be so pathetic. Oh gosh. How many does it give me? Let's just look. 15 plus. So I mean, these are probably like sheep. Alright, I'll look that up off stream, like what I'm likely to get, but yeah. Oh boy. I don't think there's anything left for me to do here. This might be the best recruitment I can do. Oh boy. Yep, it's a disaster, and I think we are just gonna smash the turn. It is a disaster. What is this? Increased magic. That's fancy. That'd be great for me. Yep. Actually, I'm just curious. Okay, 11 ascension points. Oh, it does actually affect it. I thought I didn't realize we went with an odd number. That's strange because this actually does affect the number of thrones you could get. I thought they were just putting in a 3 for flavor initially, but because it's odd, that would actually make you need one less. So, Alright. What was it that I actually wanted to look up here? Oh yeah, just how many you would need. Alright, so 11 ascension points. You'd need 6? Oh, this is a death match then. There's not much throne rushing to be done here. This is going to be a fight to the death. 5 if you have the 3. Yeah. Not just a majority, like, there's 9 thrones, and you'd need 6. You'd need 2/3 if you didn't have the fancy pants one. And even then, you still need the majority. So this is a fight to the death. This is like full elimination. All right. Well, now we know. I think I'm just gonna smash the turn. We'll get some recruits, and I guess I'll look at what these scouting reports say next turn and make my decision then. But it's about as bad as it could be. 140. I mean, it's probably enough to grab a province. He would probably beat these little crappy That, I kind of immediately discounted it, but like... Oh, but what if I lost the bid? Oh, that would be terrible, because I need these troops in the field now. Yeah, I think losing the bid would sink me so badly that it just wouldn't be worth that risk. Because I need troops on the field now. If I don't push a province next turn, I'm just kind of completely hosed. Which actually is an argument for bringing the scout back. I'm doing it. Bringing the scout back. Oh boy. This is so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh yeah, I just meant to mention I did listen to the audio and found that I was barely audible throughout a lot of portions of the last video, so I adjusted the settings. Hopefully it's better now. I'll listen to it again and see. Aside from that, I'm gonna smash the turn. Good lord. Make the pain stop. Here we go. Alright, slightly boosted the mic as a result of me noticing that I was completely inaudible before. So, still day 3, but now turn 4. We are off to a less than optimal start here. Yeah, see, if I'd seen this turn 1, I would not have gone for it. If I'd seen this. Still 50 there. Yeah. Alright. Well, 7 of these dudes. With a Chud Berserker to help him. Possibly could win that. It's not impossible. Oh, that would be tough. Oh, it's all bad. It's all so bad. I hate it all. Proclamation of Atlantis. Mother of the Deep. Okay, fair enough. Oh. 7, 51, 48, 13. How many candles did we have last turn? I honestly thought it was 3, in which case that preaching was very successful. But it seems unlikely. I'll check later. Alright, so yeah, I did look at the summon animals. It's better than I thought. Could get some lions, could get some giant spiders and wolves. Some other less optimal stuff mixed in there. So I think we'll go with that. I would really like to recruit a Perkanu at some point, but that's a lot for me right now. I can't even do that this turn. Absolutely, absolutely tragic. Yeah, we're just pretty much in the same dilemma as before. I have... how many units? 12 units. Most of these men do not match 1-to-1 against a caveman, but honestly, the skin shifters might actually be able to take a dude, and I'm sort of inclined to do it just to get on the board. Then again, we saw it as 30 earlier, so if we supposed it was 25, it's been 20 and 30 is what we've seen from the caveman province. So I'm gonna look up scout reports. Spy in province, any commander in province, it could be off by 30%. That's a lot. Well, the accuracy. This is unfortunate. Yeah, at some point I would like to scry these thrones and find out which ones they are, but unfortunately that is a bit of a tall order for me right now. Okay. Yeah, it's just scrying pool and astral window. Astral window I can potentially get. Scrying pool is a bit of a tall order for me for now. I guess we'll look at this. Somebody did in fact buy the city guard, so that's interesting. Okay, well, I suppose it's probably a good thing I didn't get the Renegade Sage, because I'm gonna need the troops. And dear God, I need to take a province ASAP. The income. It's not great. Income is so bad. This is what I get for having the shitty scales. You know, I'm gonna look up those guys, the Pisachas and Ganas. Alright, we're looking them up. Oh man. The fact that it was 50 barbarians, man. 48, I think. That's just killer. They got me. They tricked me. And of course, I really have gotten what I deserved, because barbarian provinces are tough. I should know that. I do know that. Alright, Pisacha under the normal combat stats. 9 and 8. Oh, no, that's 11 and 8. Okay. So that's not great. Poisoned Claw. It's a paralyzing poison. It's not a... Which actually could be nasty. Yeah. That could potentially be nasty. Let's look up a Ghana. Ghanas are... Ah, they're the ethereal monkeys. Okay. Well, this would be a cakewalk if I had my incarnate bless. I just destroy them easily. But it'll actually be pretty tough without it. Which is very tragic. Now almost wishing I had bought the city guard. I would like the I would like the far strikers. I'd like anything. Oh man, I have no troops. It's so bad. It's just the worst situation. 8 troops. And they have yet to throw me a bone and give me an event. So I'm still sitting here with no troops and no hope. Well, at least if I somehow win, I'll have earned it. Oh, this is at 30 at some point. Which means it can't be like less than low 20s, right? Yeah, this page on the wiki suggests that okay, yeah, other cases. Alright, so it can be off by 50%, which means hypothetically it can't be below 20, I think. If I saw a report that was 30, it can't be below 20. This, I've seen it as 70 and 50, so hypothetically it can't be below 45-ish ballpark. And this one we know is 37, give or take one. Barbarians, although only one leader at this point. I don't know, maybe I should go back and watch that battle and see where they positioned their leader and try to pull some shenanigans and snipe them. Because 48 income would be a pretty big deal at this point. And it's the only province I've touched. I intensely regret going for this one as my first choice. That was a disaster. Fuck. It's horrible. It's possible I should have been researching instead, I don't know. Do have 16 research a turn, which I'm not using at all. If I just dumped these all, I mean, running out of resources first. Yeah, the caveman province would solve that. Let me look at these Perkinu. Not Perkinu. Skin shifters. I'm curious how we stack up stats-wise against the caveman. But the other question is darkness. Cave. Come in with built-in darkness at -3. Suffer reduced penalties. Dark vision. Okay, there's dark vision. Yeah. That's a... I mean, it's supposed to be a 50% reduction, but if it's -3, I think it rounds. So does it round to a -1? Or does it round to a -2? Makes a big difference in terms of how wrecked I get, or if I just destroy them. These guys are a nice 14, 11. I mean, they will handily beat a caveman 1-to-1. But it isn't 1-to-1. It's somewhere in the ballpark of 3-to-1. Which is not great. Income is 27. It's not the best prize either. It's only 27 income. Technically the easiest province is probably also the most rewarding. Actually, it's probably the second easiest. I think the easiest is the caveman one. But I definitely should have gone for the Atavi province first. That was my first instinct. I knew it was the right answer, and I didn't do it. So here we are. And I'm sort of just considering this to get a win under my belt. I think this is the easiest province. Cavemen, kind of spooky, but not terribly. What spells can I cast in combat so far? Brain farting there. Alright, there we go. Sleep Ray, Fire Darts, Shock and Grasp. This is an area shock, yeah. If I get this guy killed, it's just game over. It's just game over if I get him killed. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna... I don't think it's feasible to snipe this commander, but I'm gonna look at that battle, and I'm gonna pause while I do it. So, away I go. Okay, I've looked at the battle. They're out front. It's hypothetically feasible. The problem is that I've switched troop types here. My starting army would be roughly appropriate for doing something like that, but what I have now, concentrated into these skin shifters, not ideal for doing something like that. Pretty much not a good idea. So, this is probably the easiest one. What's the morale on a caveman? They're pretty good morale, I think, right? I mean, I know I can take a province if I wait one more turn to recruit, but this is already such a disaster. Yeah, caveman and morale 13. So that's what I was hoping for with the barbarians. We'd get some arrow snipes. We just knock out a few of them, get a morale hit. They only have 9. They drop to 8 in my dominion, and we just rout them. Easy as that, except there were 4 commanders, one of which is a really good one. I've never seen a barbarian province that strong. That is the strongest barbarian province I've ever seen. That is definitely bullshit. My poor scout. Oh shit, I left it on this. Let's not do that. Alright, I think we're gonna... Man, I would really, really love to be able to recruit bear warriors. That is just... It is just so tragic that I can't make any bear warriors, I gotta say. I really wish I could. That would just be absolutely not screwing me over right now. Which, unfortunately, it is screwing me over, because I can't. So my question now is this script what we want? Is this script what's going to get me the win? There's a possibility I could just smite all these guys to death. No, I'm again forgetting what I've seen. It's been mostly 30, but I think I saw like 80 on the first turn. In terms of those Pisachas and Ganas. Which is not great. If I ran into like 50 of them, I don't think my prophet there snipes them all, or banishes them all to death. There's a question of whether troops could just hold the line. I mean, I guess it's feasible. These guys had regen, which they will, but they don't yet. Alright. Question is, do I affect my script? Yeah, there's no need to hold. You just attack rear. Because I got Divine Blessing with these guys. Different movement speed, combat speed 12. Alright, well. Alright, they're going to shoot their bows, though. I don't know if that's going to accomplish anything. We'll see. Yeah, it ain't great. I shall do full damage against those, Yeah, we're nature. So we get final rest, which is not. What's the other one? Word of Thorns. Let's see. Tangle, splitting. Oh man. It's... I've never closely examined these, really. It's gonna be bad. Shock and grasp. My guys are immune to shock, right? Or at least these dudes. They got some. Okay, they don't have shock resist. Only the Perkinoos do. These guys have it, but we have a lot of it. 20, which is great. But they're not these guys. So basically, I've screwed myself, and I just don't want to hit the next turn button because I am terrified. Confident I could take it if I waited a turn for these dudes. But the clock is ticking. We are already at turn 4, and I haven't taken a province, which is an absolute disaster. It is a catastrophic disaster. I should have multiple provinces already. Of course, my options expand the more provinces I take. But since I haven't taken one, it's just horrible. It's just a disaster. Can I get over here? There's no way to do it. Oh boy. Of course, I got this the nature mage too, which is probably the worst option I could have gotten. Yeah, they're interesting ones, right? Yeah. It's bad. It's about as bad as it could be. So. Whew. I'd like to, yeah, the fact that I lost my other commander is quite a bit of a disaster as well. This guy doesn't have any leadership, so I was curious about that. But no such luck. He's, in fact, not helpful for this. So, I think, I mean, what I should really do, I guess, is just go test it. Find some way to test it. It's not easy to test something like this. That sucks. So, I think we're going to go ahead and just smash this for now and hope for the best. And if I can manage to pull off a test in the meantime, maybe we go, oh god, there's no way I win this, and back out of it. if the turn hasn't passed by then. So, I think that's the plan. That sounds like a dubious plan with some chance of success to me, which I think is pretty good at this point. So we'll go with that. I'm smashing the turn. Here we go. Alright. So, I was thinking it over, I was having nightmares, and I did something off camera, which was, I switched this guy to summon animals, which may or may not be bad. If I could take this province, with what I have here, it's probably bad. But if I can't, then I'm just dead. So, in hindsight, we'll know if it's bad. But I'm doing it because, of course, in foresight, I think it's probably the move, which is terrible, but that's where we are. So, that's what I've done. So, I'm gonna get... How many does it actually give me? 15 plus. So I think it's just 15. Unless it rounds up. Or if it rounds up. I don't know. I had to alchemize, I think 4 astral pearls to do this. But I think it's worth it. I needed 2 nature gems to complete it, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of lions and not a bunch of, like, goats or hawks. Definitely want a bunch of lions. I'd be happy with a bunch of wolves. That'd be alright. So we'll see what we get, and hopefully it's not a disaster. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure this was on camera, so you know what to expect next turn, when I have a literal circus up here. So that's what we're doing. And hitting the end turn again. Yep, almost done here. Alright, here we go. So, I think I recorded it, but if not, I decided to cast summon. Ooh, finally! I decided to cast summon animals, because, you know, I realized that even if I took that cave, the attrition would probably be horrendous, so, which would not be worth it for 27 gold a turn. Alright, give me 2,000 gold. Alright. This is a good event, but gold events are what I'm really hoping for. I'm glad to finally get one. That's great. Why does this look like a swamp when it is in fact a forest? That is the question. Yeah, see, I wish I'd seen this earlier. Oh. Alright, moment of truth. Give me a bunch of lions. I see 2 lions, which is technically about what I should expect. 2 or 3 would be par. 2.5 would be par, but unfortunately, yeah, lions are 50 dark vision. I was wondering about that. Which will make them good in this cave, hypothetically. I mean, maybe. Who knows? I'm hoping they're good. I get goats. Why did I get so many goats? Could I get 3 lions and not 3 goats? I did get a bunch of wolves. That's kind of good. Problem with wolves is they're going to charge into their deaths immediately and die. So that's not great. But, I mean... How are deer? Only length 1. Okay, well... Magic resistance 4. What? I didn't realize animals had such low magic resistance. Holy crap. That is hilarious. Alright, well... Goat. Size 1. I guess that's kind of good. Definitely not looking for these goats, though. The giant spider is kind of interesting. Size 4. It doesn't look giant. It doesn't look size 4. Giant spider the size of 4 goats. Who would have thought? At least it's a certain kill on anything it hits. Alright, so basically, the point is that I have these animals. The lions, at least, are good. They're useful. Probably. I mean, almost definitely. The lions are going to be useful. This should be able to knock out a problem. This is actually a decent force here. I mean, that is 32 units. About half of which are actually good and strong units that hypothetically would knock out a caveman 1-1. I think a lion would. And 20 hit points, 15 strength. I could technically knock them out in 1 round, and I think they're decently likely to survive a hit. 10 defense. Yeah, I mean, I think probably 4 protection. I think odds are actually they get 1-tapped by a caveman, but it's not at all guaranteed. It's basically coin flip, so that sounds excellent to me. I'm going to put this guy slightly back and tell him to fire. We are pulling out all the stops. I need this to work. If this doesn't work, I'm just hosed. Actually, maybe I should be going... Actually, I think there's an argument for just pinging the Atavi. Because that's probably the... See, everything... Now, with all the benefit of hindsight here... Ooh, look at that. This is actually higher income. But Atavi are trash troops, basically. That's what's nice about them, in the sense that I have to kill them. So, that's encouraging. Still have 8 gold here. I think we're still going to keep going for Chud Berserkers. It's probably the best bet. Defense
Yeah, would sure love to be able to buy bear warriors. Unfortunately, we are still without a forest. In fact, we are out without any province. Excellent start, absolutely stellar. So this guy is just going to retreat, and I think I'm just going to have him ping one of these provinces. Be interesting to know if there was any fancy pants units in there. I'm gonna ping one of these with my archer. I just scout, you know. I just don't know which it'll be. Actually, $40 gold. 45 gold. I mean, I do actually kind of need a second commander here. They can actually ferry troops, these guys can't. So, actually, here's a good question. Obscuro, the Hidden Master. I believe this guy, I may as well look him up. Let's see what we got here. The Mod Inspector. Obscuro. What you got for me, buddy? I'm guessing this is like a Nature 2 mage. It says he commands nothing. Illusionist. Fancy. He's very stealthy. He's got glamour. Okay. Well, I mean, says he comes with swordsman. That's interesting. Units, swordsman, and yet no swordsman. Is that because he's a a dude with, you know, with the obfuscation stuff? I would actually really like to pick up mercenaries, just to have some men right now. 144. The thing is, if I fail a bit on the mercenaries, it really is painful because of the I kind of want to get a Rusian priest because I know I have this on Dead Province. It'd make it really easy to take that. Except I have 45 gold, which would leave me with not enough to get anything good. This might be our most efficient use. These guys are good, but they don't have... I mean, I don't know. They're good. But 65 gold is a lot. And when you don't have many men, it's worse to have these kind of tank units that could tend to get overwhelmed and just die uselessly. So that's not ideal. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do here. It's rough. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you could basically get 2 of these for the price of 1 of these guys. They're tough. 17 hit points is a lot for a human. I mean, technically they're chuds, but, you know, whatever. You're a humanish kind of thingy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I prefer to have less undisciplined troops.
because they tend to run off and die. So that's pretty good. I think this is our lineup for this turn. Which is 12, 13. Oh. Whoops. How would this do? Leave me with 7. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Right. Okay, not enough gold for that. Right. Okay, makes sense. Just lost my mind for a minute there. I think this is our best lineup. We are really penny pinching here, making every gold count. I would love to get this. I would love to get this. If I could pay 144 and get these guys, I would take it. But problem is, if I don't get it, then it's a disaster because I have more turns of recruitment. Although, I mean, Alright. Just wondering if, these poor wolves, they're gonna go off and die on their own. Actually, you know what? I could, ooh. I could put them off on their own. That would be lovely. Because this is actually a decent commander who can command, multiple, things. How fast are these guys? Pretty fast. We're gonna let them be on their own. How fast are you? Pretty normal. Yeah, the goats are dead, but I mean, whatever. Oh shit, the lions are fast too. Alright, I think that's our lineup here. There we go. The birds, of course, are going to instantly kill themselves. But what are you going to do? Yep, I think that's the best we can hope for. 13. Alright. I finally got an event. A gold event is definitely not what I'm looking for, but I'm definitely happy to have one. Part of the problem is that you don't get more events until you have more provinces. So you're just, you know, just kind of hosed. All right, I would love to see, you know, the amazing news would be that this has only like 30 guys or something. And by 30, I mean technically there have to be at least 40 if it's showing me 60 guys here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ping that and hope for the best. Looks pretty good. This is a fight we should win. Honestly, the Chuds alone should carry the day. There's a lot of dudes that are pretty high quality men. So, it's pretty good. How many more Berserkers? Just 3. Okay. Which is good, because skin shifters are better. They'll take a battle axe, they'll smack one of these guys. Hopefully just one-shot them. That'd be great. Hopefully they all just walk over there, one-shot them, and I just suffer no attrition, except for the birds, who of course will immediately kill themselves as soon as the battle begins. Because birds just do that. That'd be how birds do. In fact, I'm tempted to just leave them here. Use them as patrol chaff later. That sounds like a good idea, in fact. That sounds like an excellent idea. I'm gonna do that. Yep. I'll find some use for them later. Yep, sounds like a good idea. I'm curious. Yeah, patrol strength 9. That's pretty good. That's pretty good patrol strength. I mean, if you factor in, like, what are these guys, you know, like you wouldn't use these guys for patrolling, but yeah, 1.3. Despite being really expensive, these guys... Yeah, I mean, they're better than like, these hunters and shit. So... in terms of an actual unit you would consider for patrolling, somebody cheap or whatever, I mean, they're almost as good, so... yeah, I'll hang on to the birds. They can live for now, and that'll be good. And we're gonna stop recording. Did I already hit the turn? I think I did. But in any case, this should go. This should work. We're being over safe on this one, so should be fine. Hitting the turn. Let's go. All right, here we go. I was excited all of the time that I had to wait, but now I'm allowed to go, and I am dreading it. Why were there 2 battles? Oh, right, because I pinged something. All right, let's do the I'm terrified one first. Okay, so this is sure enough. There is a Woodhenge Druid. Ooh, he's got an Ice Aegis. It'd be really nice to snipe that off him. If I could get that. Armies are routed. Is that because I just hit retreat? Looks like he actually failed morale. I think it normally says that. That'd be funny if he just saw this and shat his pants. Alright, Woodsman Blowpipes. I'll look at the screen here. Scout, Woodsman Blowpipe. It is a lot. And the scouting report this time was actually accurate. It is in fact pretty close to 50. Woodhenge Druid. That is a single leader, so potentially there is the possibility of sniping his leader, which would be good. Okay. Alright, here we go. If this doesn't work, I'm just screwed. Even if it does work, I'm still kind of screwed. Alright, looks like we're coordinating well here. Oh, shit. The hammer's hitting first instead of the end. Get him, lions. Get him, lions! Get him, goats. Alright. We've lost a lion. We've lost some stuff. It's going okay. Some of them are routing. Alright. Good God. This is the easiest battle I've ever fought where I was on the edge of my seat. Alright. Alright. We won. We won, boys. Good God. Alright. I saw at least one lion go down. I think they both went down. That really sucks. I mean, I guess it's alright. They were deployed north is the problem. The enemy, that is. Alright, what's the result here? Lions knocked out 3. Godspeed, Lions. Oh, wait, what? I only lost 1. Lost all the wolves. Which is no surprising. They're super fast. They rush out there. They all get wrecked. Alright, well, at least we're on the board. I actually have a province. And that's good. 9 kills, but I have 10 losses, so presumably friendly fire from the hunters. Would it show a kill here if they had not done that? I don't know. Retreat. Okay, well, curious what those were. I want to see what ran away. Any luck, it was... it was! It's a goat. Oh! Lion! Lion! That's why I couldn't find him. So does he not make it off? Because it would normally say... no, he made it off. I mean, I saw 3 units, right? There was a deer, a goat, and a lion that ran off. I thought. Alright, well, whatever. We can just check manually. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so this is all good. Wait, what? Oh, he retreated over here. Okay, I was like, what? How is he here? Okay. Alright, so I was terrified of the idea that we might have see another player already. We do see someone's Dominion. But we don't see another player, which is good. I did not want to see another player already. Alright, so the priest was all part of the plan here. It does look like I have no lions remaining. In fact, we only have one of our animals, a spider with a wound, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad to have him. I was hoping we'd have a lion still. Alright, well that went pretty well. Our attrition was in fact pretty low, so we should be able to roll out from here. And thank God, because we need to roll out. Holy shit, we are so behind. Jesus Christ, it is a disaster. Yeah, we're just gonna keep making these boys, and that will be good. We're gonna be really behind in research. So if we end up needing research to beat, to defend ourselves soon, I think we're just hosed. I think we're just gonna go ahead and commit to that. These guys are actually kind of good, right? I think they. Wait. Yeah. I think these guys are actually kind of. I mean, like, if you just need to smash the shit out of someone, they're fire and cold resistant. And of dark vision. That's kind of neat. Yeah, they're kind of good units, sort of. They also take no resources and pretty much no recruitment points. It's pretty impressive, actually. They're kind of good. It's a lot of hit points. It's a lot of strength. These are average stats. I mean, oh. I guess when you consider 2 regular dudes, it probably is better. I don't know. They're not terrible. As indies go, they're kind of okay. In any case, the Atavi province was the plan, and we are sticking to it. It is still the plan. It is, I think, the good and best move to make here. Attack. You just cast spells, and you can cast all of Final Rest or Blessing. You do what you like, buddy. It doesn't matter. Really, you're just a troop fairy at the moment. The thing is, he will be useful, because the idea is we're going to sweep up this direction. And he will be useful in the next fight. But I may as well bring him now. Although, actually... there's an argument, actually, for not bringing him now, which is that I could bring these boys into the next fight, but... yeah, the timing is off. I was thinking, like, okay, priest comes, priest drops off troops, priest comes, priest drops off troops, but then he would miss the Pisasha's fight. Which I guess is okay. That is that's terrible income. This does not look like a forest. This now looks like a marsh, too. I think that's just like the graphic for this map. When a forest freezes over, it just looks like this, which looks like a swamp to me, but, I mean, whatever. Someone's Dominion down here. We're seeing order luck. Now, of course, who knows if that's because they're Dominion or not. Oh. Gentle Woods Deep Mount. The thing is, I can start looking at the... Well, what the fuck? No. I have my hand on the 1 key for some reason. I can start looking at the names of these provinces. I was curious about that. Sleepy Woods. Now it's early age, and when it's an early age, that you get less like range that you can see the names, that is, on provinces. Alright, so nothing interesting, I think. It's possible to spot caps that way, though. That should be interesting to see. There's an argument, honestly, for going this way. It's more income, but it's only marginal. Nah, we're going the Atabi province. It's the, oh, I just realized I have the province names here. So you can just look at that. There's no need to click on them all. That's fine. Alright, so is there anything like out here we want to do? Mercenaries would be the big one. Okay, someone picked up Mr. Obscuro. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but... Well, actually, truth be told, an Air 2 caster is quite useful if you don't have easy access to one. I do, but Mr. Saramasha may not. One of their heroes has, I think, Air 4, actually. But, so we could get some archers for 150. I mean, I could bid on that. I'm not going to have a leader for these guys anyway next turn, so... Actually, here's a good question. If I had the money, how many of these guys can I build? And I think the answer... Okay, wait. 33 recruitment points. I have... So I'm not gated there, right? I can make like 6 or 7 a turn. It's 33 times 6. Alright, 30 times 6 would be 180. I think I can only make 5 a turn, actually. Oh, whoops, I accidentally... Yeah. I could make 1 more. Okay, so only 5 a turn. This will eventually go up, but... I didn't realize I was so gated on that. That's not great. I might have opted for different scales. It's quite... Probably should not have done Magic 3, but... I mean, you can with Luck 3. The thing is, on Magic 3 unlocks a bunch of events. So, that's why I wanted it. Anyway, I think this was pretty much the only thing I had to do. Just send these boys in, and that's probably fine. The question is, do I want 30 archers temporarily? Or do I want basically 2 skin shifters? I mean, that's the thing. I could bid, and then even if I lose, I'm going to keep the gold. So... I don't know. I think it's more important to start massing these guys. The other alternative... Oh. Nope. Don't have the gold. Alright. I was thinking start up a Perkinu. I would like to get one of these guys out eventually, because... Well, actually, let's look at the nations in the game. I know Niflheim's in the game, which a Nifljarl probably would smack a Perkinu. I guess it depends on the, I guess it depends on what kind of arena. I was bringing this up in the context of the arena. Sort of depends on what arena it was. If it's the People's Arena, I think I just get smacked. And if it's the regular arena, then I think I could just roll out Thunderstrike him turn 1 and, well, you know, assuming I ever get the research for Thunderstrike. 4. Yeah, so assuming I ever get the research for Thunderstrike, you know, I could do that. Breath of the Desert. I thought this...
thought that came with, like... I don't know, whatever. Alright, so basically the point is, I think I'm done. Alright, well, I was super nervous about this turn. This is a fine result. I'm disappointed I lost basically all of my animals, but they did their job. And by they did their job, I mean... Well, I didn't lose any actual soldiers, I don't know. This may not have been necessary at all, but if I had done this and just lost all my guys, that'd basically be it. I mean, already it's really bad. So, it was another turn to build up actual troops as well, you know, because I was obviously recruiting actual men that turn as well. So yeah, things are pretty bad. And they did get a little bit better this turn. Disappointed I lost all the animals, but it's okay. Oh, actually, I didn't do anything with the scout. Look at that. Forgot to command the scout. I could ping something. Or I could just send him off to one of these thrones. He's already down here. He can get to this throne. I was curious about looking at the defenders on these thrones. I think the defenders kind of correlate to what throne. I kind of want to ask about this, or maybe do some experimentation, but I believe that the defenders like correlate to the throne. And it's not like a surefire way of telling, like there's only a certain, not every throne I think has its unique defenders, but like, you know, the throne of the sun, it's almost always defended by like a solar serpent from what I've seen, and like a million like fire troops and stuff. And since I'm in like the throne of Gaia is always defended by like a great mother with stuff like that, a bunch of vine men. And yeah, so those ones, like, if I was looking for one of those, presumably I could find it. But what I'm interested in are this guy, Throne of the Earth, and the Iron Throne. And I have no idea what I would expect to see for these thrones. Like, I kind of feel like it'd be, you know, an Earth theme, Earth-based troops, but I don't. What would that look like? I don't know. It's a nice buff, actually. I was more excited about this initially, but this Bless, Reinvig, that's pretty nice. These come with some Earth gems as well. Point is, I'd be very excited about either of those. The iron one gets me the cross path, or a nice cross path, the crystal items. But the earth one would be really nice too. I'd be totally happy with that. And the thing is, there's only 9 thrones. There's 4 within easy reach. So therein lies the question. Is it one of these 4? And if it is, which one? And by it, I actually mean either of the 2 that I want. I'm desperate to get. And will pretty much start a war over, if I'm in a position to fight a war, ever. There's a lot of caverns on this map. What the hell? I've never seen so many caverns. What in God's name is this? This province is a... What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I've never seen one of those things. Let's get mushrooms. Alright, yeah, so... We've mostly just been joking around here. Oh yeah, I still haven't done anything with the scout. That's the question. Alright, I mean... I'm thinking we go to one of these provinces, one of these thrones. I'm kind of feeling the waterside one. What is that? Gorge. Okay. Neat. It's like a little bit of stuff if it's a gorge. Neat. Alright. Alright, so that would imply sending my scout to over here. This is closer though, because I don't have a direct route to this province from here.
that's a 3 move. Yeah, I may as well do this, the close one. Alright. Going here, and then we'll go up and around, as that's the idea with the scout. And it would be a good idea to recruit another scout. Eventually. Yeah, I was thinking for a minute, oh, I can recruit one of these guys here, the Russian chieftain. Yeah, I was just looking at him. We could recruit one of these guys. Then I realized we're not gated by by commander points. We're gated by money right now, which is really bad. It's really bad. Alright, so the point is, we're going with this. The scout's heading off to check out this throne, see what's on it, get a scout report. The armies are gonna take the Atavi province finally, which is what I should have done first, unquestionably. But, fuck. Dang it. Basically, is how that goes. Actually thinking, just don't have enough. If I, oh, short by 1 gold. Look at that, short by 1 gold. All right, yeah. Just thinking. If I wanted to do anything different, Chud Berserker's pretty good, Chud Warrior's pretty good, Rizzian Warriors. I mean, you can get 6 of these boys for the price of 1 of those. That is a lot. You really have to get some mileage out of these skin shifters in order to justify the cost. Normally, they're not that expensive. Sacred's only 65. You know, Nephil Giants are like 150 or some bullshit like that. I think it's 165, actually. But it's been a long time since I've seen it. I'm not looking it up right now. It doesn't matter. But yeah, when I'm really penny pinching, I'm looking at that 65 and thinking, oh, it's so expensive. It's more than a commander. It's more than a priest. I'd spend less on the priest. Oh, God. Oh boy. Alright, but I think we are just going for 4 skin shifters, which means I need to take 1 PD out. Alright. I think we're packing up here for this turn. Statistics. You're losing. I know. Yep. Did I ever talk about the matchups? I like this matchup. I don't like... it depends on what he's using. He has units that would wreck me, or at least be, you know, tough to fight. And he has units that I'd absolutely destroy. If he uses Sacreds, I should destroy him. I think they have, the thing is, my my skin shifters, when the bless comes online, I'll wreck anything that has a size, or a length 0 attack, and no fire resistance. So, that means Pangea. I think that means Saramatia. I could, oh yeah, I could check here. The bite is length 2? What? You're sticking your face in it. How is that length 2? What in God's name? Poisonous bite. That doesn't make any sense at all. What is this bullshit? See, look at this. Lesser head. They're just biting, right? The heads are biting. It's length 0. Yeah, like a Hydra, you know, would just instantly destroy it. Oh, it's even susceptible to fire. Holy shit. Yeah, so a Hydra would basically one-tap itself on attacking me, which would be hilarious. Whereas, you know, if you saw like a White Centaur, the hoof, the lance is fine, but the hoof would kill itself on me. And then, you know. That's 140. Still. Big expensive boys. Very expensive. I need to bear in mind that I want to snipe that Ice Aegis too. Oh yeah, I didn't look at these guys. What if I went crazy and put them back here? They just attacked rear, and the spider's always going to be undisciplined, so... He's gonna run out there. He's not gonna last long. He's dead. He dead. There's no way this guy's gonna be alive very long. It doesn't matter. A spider's his days are numbered, but it's okay. Why can't I? Okay, because no, it just makes no sense. I don't know. All right, well, I think we'll go with that. Hopefully these guys will run to the back and kill commanders. That'd be nice. And aside from that, I think we are just good to go. I've really messed around a lot at the end here. How long is my recording? Can I see that easily? We're at 25 minutes. Wow. Okay. All right. Nothing to really look at here. I'd love to be site searching, but I don't have time at the moment. This guy cannot stop for a turn to site search. He needs to get me like a million provinces right now. He needs to do it yesterday. Alright, it's so bad. The situation is awful. But I don't think there's anything else to look at or do. I think we are committing to this. Eventually, I would like to start. I still haven't started fishing for a commander that can cast fire. I mean, it doesn't even matter because I don't even have the research. My conjuration 1, not even close to. I don't even have researchers. Alright, so I don't need to be worrying about that. I just need gold. I just need gold and territory right now. And I still haven't gotten an event that gives me any money, which isn't that crazy. But is actually, I think, if I had a lot of provinces, it would be unlikely. But since I don't, I know in some way it scales off the number of provinces you have, the number of events you can get. So, really hoping for that 2,000 gold event next turn. Give me 2,000 gold. Give me, I don't know what item would be most useful right now. A lifelong protection. Give me one of those. I could use infinite chaff more than anything. That would just be amazing. Alright, so we're committing to this. We're committing to this. Alright. Smash end. Feel like I should do more, but there's nothing more to do. So we're smashing the end. Here we go. Okay, so I missed it while I was watching both times. But I thought I saw in the recording. I think I figured out what happened. We saw the 3 units retreating. And then, yes, so then I think the deer disappears at some point, which... Ah. Yeah, there it is. He's bleeding. That's why. Okay, so he's gonna bleed out in a second. Yep, there it goes. So then these are our 2 retreating units. He's got some XP. 2 kills. Yeah, that's... You did your job, Lion. You're relieved of service. Alright, that's all I wanted to see. And, dragging the camera the wrong way. There we go. Alright. Hopefully these guys picked up some veterancy. This guy's got disease, but it's okay. I'll shake it off. Alright.